Before you jump into the video, be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe.
What's up, guys? The Air Raid Lord is back in more familiar territory this time. That is correct. We are reviewing... Actually, we're not reviewing anything. We're previewing the next couple of episodes of The Walking Dead. Season 9, which is less than a month away, which I kind of didn't realize when I wasn't making videos for The Walking Dead. So apologies to that. Was a little lagged behind, had a couple of other ideas that I was brimming in the pot. I uploaded one of my first football series videos for the New England Patriots the other day, which had some okay reception. I'm still going to be doing it. I mean, 16-week season and then the postseason, because the Patriots are always in the postseason, whether they're in the Super Bowl, one way or another, winning it, losing it, whatever it is, preferably winning it for me. But yeah, we got that going on. But the last vlog that I made, just to confirm what it was for The Walking Dead, I was talking about Ryan Hurst being cast as Beta. So that's a couple days old news, and that's kind of that's like the future Walking Dead. That's the second half of season 9 we're talking. But this is. We're going to talk about a few things in this vlog. One of the big things that I've been seeing recently with The Walking Dead's marketing and all of the previews and the hype as it's being built for this season, you could see each season has its own hype that's built around it. Season 7 was, who did Negan kill? The question that consumed everyone's mind for an entire summer after the camera was in first person cut to black, very controversially. I actually flip a chair in reaction. You can go check that video out. Season 8 was All Out War. So that was like, oh my gosh, 100th, that was also, yeah, 100th episode and All Out War. So you had two big things there. A lot of hype for it, a lot of hype for just things being blown up. The 100th episode, just war, all the Saviors versus Rick's group. Negan versus Rick, just for All Out War. Is my favorite part of the comics, and it was for that season 8 was the entirety of the All Out War arc. Interestingly enough, there was no episode actually named All Out War, which is kind of funny because as we're going to get to right now, we have the episode names and the directors for the first 8 episodes, the first half of season 8. Season 9, not season 8. Season 8 is already out. You can get it on Blu-ray and DVD. So, a couple promotional photos. I'm not sure if you guys can see these. I should probably put them up on the screen so you guys can see them. I'll do like a slideshow. A lot of these images have been released before. It seems like a few things that's going to happen in this episode. Yes, there's a 2-year time jump. So there's the 2-year time jump, and Rick's group goes to DC, and, okay, so a few things. Rick's group goes to Washington, DC. We're going to see a little bit of Carol and Ezekiel's relationship, now that they're a couple. We're going to see Rick, Ezekiel, Eugene, and Carol. I don't think Carol's ever been at the Sanctuary before. Yeah, she's never been to the Sanctuary. Actually, neither has, actually... Only Eugene's been at the Sanctuary. That's interesting. Because, like, it's really weird seeing this architecture because I'm so used to seeing Negan and the Saviors and all that stuff. But, yeah, Carol, Ezekiel, and Rick have never been to the Sanctuary. Unless you count them shooting all the windows out. But they've never been inside. So, this photo's pretty cool. We get to see them inside the Sanctuary. Just kind of laying down the rules. There's the clip in the trailer where Rick's like, we're going to help you so you can get back on your feet. I've debated this and talked about this in a few vlogs. Who is the leader of the Saviors? Is it Laura? Because it seems like Laura is really the only logical choice. In the comic books, it's Dwight, but it seems pretty conclusive that Dwight was exiled by Daryl, and then he went to go search for his wife. It seemed like his wife left a trail, and then he was going to pick up on that trail. And I would have to assume 2 years later he's found her and they're living together somewhere. So, does Dwight come in later? Does he come in when the Whisperers come in? I don't know. I haven't seen any articles about this. This could be an entirely different vlog. What is going on with Austin Emilio's character, Dwight? In the comics, he just becomes the leader of the Saviors, and he's Rick's Daryl, because Daryl doesn't exist in the comics, so Dwight becomes the Daryl. He becomes Rick's right-hand man, trying to lead initiatives at the Sanctuary and keep everyone calm after Negan's removal from power. So we got that going on. We've also got a very dark photo of Maggie. Looking pretty good, might I say. We got a photo of Maggie, Aiden, a notable savior who turned good, and then we got probably some other saviors just by the gruffness of them. So these were the POWs who came from the satellite station, the second group of satellite station residents. The first group was murdered in season 6 when Rick first went to the satellite station with that was back when Glenn and Abraham were alive. The episode that Maggie and Carol get captured. So this is the second group. Apparently these are Simon's men. He says that to Negan last season when he sees that guy's corpse in the coffin. So apparently these were ex-men of Simon that have turned good, that are now assimilated into the Hilltop. It seems like Aiden's really at the forefront in the picture of the whole group going to DC. He was on the horse, as was Sydney. So the Ocean Side is also fully assimilated into things as well, which is pretty interesting. So that's interesting. That's pretty cool to see. Here's that caravan I was talking about. I'll put these images up. I don't know if you can see them. I'll make the screen bigger. There you go. You guys can see. Yeah, I'm using the Spoiler TV URL, but these aren't spoilers because the images have been these images have been released for like a month, if not longer. So, and that logo is nonsense. They don't own that. So just the little watermark there, just to clarify. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Well, not if I'm blocking the screen. You can't. Yeah, you can see that like the blue TV thing where the Pinterest logo is. That's a watermark, but they don't own that. But anyway, Saviors save us. We are still Negan. Looks like there's some dissenters. We did see in the trailer Carol pointing the gun at the Saviors. Daryl punches a guy. He was arguing with Rick, like, why can't we just kill these guys? And Rick's like, no, there's got to be rules. This is civilization. We can't just have anarchy. Blah, blah, blah. So all of that going into it. Again, a lot of these photos have been launched. So the group going into DC, Carol and Ezekiel's relationship. They get a station wagon from maybe the Smithsonian or some museum in DC. And we just get a future perspective. This photo also looks pretty interesting. It's Rick, just casually white shirt with an older Judith by 2 years. We'll get a far older Judith when we get that second time jump, which has been theorized. I talked about that when information was being spoiled a few weeks and months ago, back when we were first learning about the fact that Rick Grimes was going to be absent from The Walking Dead, just leaving it in whatever form, whether he dies or leaves. So yeah, that's my update for the first group of pictures. Now, I'm going to bring you guys to... You can't see this, but I'm going to read it. These are the titles for the first 8 episodes of Season 9. So we have A New Beginning, which is the name of the comic book issue that is post All Out War. The writer is Angela Kang, and the director is Greg Nicotero. That's going to be really cool. Angela Kang's first. This is her episode. This is her baby. This is her introduction as a new showrunner. So regardless of what's going on with Rick later on in the series, we still have that to look forward to because Rick is in the episode. Then we have episode 2, The Bridge. We got David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, and then we have Daisy Mayer. I don't recognize that director. Episode 3, Warning Signs, director Dan Louis. Episode 4, The Obliged. That's directed by Rosemary Rodriguez and Geraldine Eniola for the writer. All right, now here's where things get tricky. Okay. Episode 5, What Comes After. Now, I need to do a quick search because something is going to be confirmed to me one way or another. Yeah, what comes after? No, what comes after is... Oh, what comes after is part of the Negan arc, actually. That's interesting. I thought... So, what I'm thinking was... What I was initially thinking with that was... Here, I'll close this. You guys don't need to see this. But, what I was initially thinking was that that was a name of an issue around the time that the Whisperers are introduced, which it's not. It's actually for the Negan arc, like right after the Glenn Abraham, Lucille death. So this, I think, is the episode where Rick Grimes dies or is killed off the show. Just he goes. He leaves the show. The reason I say that is because the episode is directed by Greg Nicotero and is written by Matthew Negretti. And when Greg Nicotero I'm just going to say, when Greg Nicotero directs an episode, shit goes down. The episodes that Greg Nicotero directs are season premieres, season finales, and then the really important episodes where major events occur. So Carl's death, the first major battle where Rick's group storms the satellite outpost in season 6. Sometimes it could be an episode in the middle of a season, but if it's a really jam-packed, important episode where there's a lot of emotional weight, they put Greg Nicotero on the job. And I think episode 5 is where we're going to see Rick's departure in some form. Again, I'm really dreading this, but I'm just going to have to... I'm going to do a reaction, guys. I'm going to do a reaction. And even though I'm not partnered with Machinima anymore, and I'm more susceptible to the copyright things and whatnot, I will at least be doing reaction videos for the remainder of Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln's stint in The Walking Dead. So, look forward to that. Beyond that, I don't know. I know it's not... I'll talk about this maybe in a future vlog. I know doing the reaction videos is more of a... It's not a long-term... it's not a long-term strategy, if you know what I'm saying. And what I mean by that is, again, I should probably leave another vlog to talk about this, but just the copyright concerns, the fact that there is some waning support for The Walking Dead, no duh. We've been talking about this since it was revealed that Andrew Lincoln was going to leave the show. So we'll get to that when we get to that. But episode 5, which I'm going to calculate when that episode's going to air. So the season comes back the 7th of October. Where is the 7th? Yeah. Okay, so episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So November 4th. Mark it on your calendars, guys. November 4th, 2018 is perhaps what could be Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln's last episode. If we see on The Talking Dead that he's going to be the special guest. If any of that shit... Because, again, they've been promoting this. Okay, and I'm going to get to that as the last point of the video. And then we have an untitled episode 6, which I guess, that's going to be the aftermath of whatever the hell happens to Rick. And then episode 7 is Stradivarius, which is directed by Michael Cudlitz, who plays Abraham. This was actually announced. I don't know if I talked about this on the channel, but Michael Cudlitz is coming back to The Walking Dead, not to reprise his role as Abraham, but to do some directing, which is really, really cool. I like when actors, they keep with their cast. Walking Dead, a very immersive cast. That's really cool that he's coming back to direct. And then the mid-season finale is called Evolution, which is directed by Mike Satrazemis, which he's also directed some mid-season finales and some major episodes as well. I almost feel like the title of that episode, Evolution, is kind of the show telling the fans, it's like, hey guys, we have to evolve past Rick Grimes. Hence, Evolution. Like, basically, the name of the episode is telling us, the viewer, that we're evolving past the guy that we've watched over 100 episodes go through and what we really thought was going to be the crux of the entire series. Okay? Now, I really don't... Let me just say, I don't like how they've been marketing this. If you guys have seen... They actually took down the Season 9 trailer and put and then they put the trailer back up. But there were two notable changes. They changed it to tune in for Rick Grimes' last few episodes, and then the audio where the whisperers say "Where are they?" It's much louder. So when you go to listen to it, you can actually you can really hear it. So there's no doubt in your mind that someone's talking. Whereas in the original trailer, it was you couldn't I didn't hear it. You guys actually commented when I did the season 9 trailer reaction. I had my speakers on and I didn't hear it, and you guys were like, "Oh my god, the whisperers are at the end!" And then I had to put my headphones in and listen to it. I was like, "Yes, the whisperers are at the end." Holy crap! In my speakers, I did not notice that. So I don't like how they're marketing this, and maybe it's just because I'm still in denial and I'm still pissed off that Andrew Lincoln / Rick Grimes is leaving the show. Because that's 99% of the reason I watch. I watch this show to see what his journey is in beating the zombie apocalypse. And if the zombie apocalypse beats Rick Grimes, then what the hell was the point? Unless there's some long-term plan with Judith, who he is somewhat, kind of responsible for her birth. But other than that, what are you doing? What are you doing, AMC? I don't get it. Why Andrew Lincoln? You couldn't have... AMC, you should have offered him more money, and you could have said, hey, we'll pay for your kids' education, and your wife can get a free spa day every fucking Thursday. I don't know, man. Please. Maybe everything will become clear to me come November 4th when I see what the actual end game is for Rick, because Angela Kang and Robert Kirk, they're involved with this decision, and she said that it was an emotional send-off. I don't know. I don't know. Andrew Lincoln has also been very vague. He said that my relationship with Rick Grimes is far from over. What does that mean? Are you leaving the show and then coming back at a later date to save the day against the Whisperers or some other conflict? Again, we will see. And I've had many vlogs where I've talked about this, so I'll spare you the details in that regard. So anyway, those are the titles, those are the pictures, and I don't like the marketing. I don't like the marketing that it's not even they're embracing the fact that this guy's leaving. They have never done this. Let me just say this to you guys. They have never ever promoted an actor or a character's death on this show. They've never done it. Glenn and Abraham, they kept that shit so secret. They did fake deaths to put a protective coating over it, okay? And those Spoiling Dead idiots still got a hold of the information and put it out there, okay? Carl, the actor who plays Chandler Riggs, had to go to the Spoiling Dead and beg them for his death not to be proclaimed to the world. And I'm like, okay, and so that was kept under wraps. That was something I didn't see coming at all. And then there were all these reports it looks like Chandler Riggs isn't filming. He's not filming. And when an actor doesn't film, what does that mean? And then sure enough, he died. So that we know Andrew Lincoln hasn't been filming either. He's been in London. Unless they've been doing some really secret sleuthy shit, he's not on the fucking set, man. And it's really sinking in that this is it. And it's annoying. They just cast Ryan Hurst as Beta. All of the Whisperers, Lydia, Alpha, and Beta, they've all been cast. Almost every character in the comics that I wanted to be cast is now cast. I can see a tangible human being in front of me. And I just want Rick to be in the picture, because the whole Whisperer story, it involves Carl and his relationship with Lydia, and Rick and his relationship with Alpha, how Rick is the pioneer of a new civilization and trying to bring society back, and Alpha is just a savage who wants to regress. So she wants to go this way, Rick wants to go this way. These two guys are having a conversation. She does some really atrocious Lucille level shit. Then it's on. Negan gets involved. It's a really epic point of the comics. It really could rival, in some ways, the events of All Out War. And it's another part of the comics that I've been looking forward to. In fact, there's a poster on my wall that I've had for 2.5 years of Rick. Actually, I can show it to you. I can show it to you real quick, and then we'll end the vlog with that, because I don't want to go on for too long. I think I still remember what issue it was. Yep. It's right here. Yeah, I have a poster of this. Right here. Right here. This right here. And I'm trying to, the heck, whatever. I'll just put that up later. Are we even going to get an adaptation of that? That's my point. Are we even going to get, like, is that even going to happen? That poster that I have on my wall, right fucking there, are we going to get an adaptation of that? Is that going to happen? Because at this point, it looks like Daryl or Carol or some other character is going to take that role. And now Morgan's not in it. Morgan's not in it anymore. He's putzing around in Fear the Walking Dead, which has been putting me to freaking sleep. I watched the first half of season 4, but I just got so fucking bored with it after that. Once they killed Madison and then Nick, I was like, what? I don't know what's going on with The Walking Dead, guys. They just had a video where they talked about the show going on for another 10 years, and I'm like, how? How? Do you really think your audience is going to stay around for another 10 years? There are characters that we get attached with, and if you keep killing them off, we're going to lose interest. I'm very interested to see how many people skip on the show once Rick is gone. That's going to be the true telling sign of where we head moving forward with this show. So, I don't know, guys. This is the end game for The Walking Dead. I really feel in some ways this is the end game. I don't have hope. And all the show creators and all the showrunners are like, have faith, we're gonna do justice, have faith. But at the end of the day, the facts are the fucking facts. Andrew Lincoln's not on set. Rick Grimes is gonna probably be killed off, or he's gonna leave the show for fucking a million years and then come back by some stupid means, and it's gonna be really dumb. This sucks. This sucks. Plain and simple. Every vlog I make about The Walking Dead now has just been that. This sucks. And that's why I've kind of not been making as many Walking Dead vlogs, just to be completely honest with you guys, because I get so depressed. I love this show. I've loved it for years. It's helped me mentally in things in my life. The survival things that Rick's had to do, the back and forth villainary war between him and Negan, and the philosophies and the characters and characters before that. And now it's just, I am just... Alright. Those are the titles for the first 8 episodes. That's the marketing strategy that they're apparently doing for this first half of season 9. I don't know why. They've embraced it. Like they had a tweet. AMC had a tweet that said, "Don't believe everything you hear." And it turned out to be true. Like, unless, and now someone said this to me. I'm going to leave this final for the whole video, and I swear that's the final thing for this vlog. Somebody said, what if this is the most genius marketing strategy that AMC has ever done? What if Andrew Lincoln's character, Rick Grimes, is actually not leaving the show, and it's this giant bait and switch? Now, everyone would say you're a bunch of fucking dirty liars and we're never going to believe. Like, we believed Glenn crawling under a dumpster. We sat through your Negan cliffhanger for an entire summer. And now we got to believe this bullshit with fucking Rick Grimes not really leaving the show. Like, fuck this. Fuck this. But I don't know how that... I feel like there's like a lingering thought in my head that AMC is going to do something tricky. I don't know how, because it is 100% that Andrew Lincoln hasn't been on set. He's in London. He's not filming The Walking Dead. Unless he's filming things in the United Kingdom and sending them to Atlanta, which I really doubt. But that's it. That's about it. I would just think that would be the craziest thing ever. That if they would be like hailed in the worst way possible if they did that, AMC, okay? In an age of increasing digital competition from Netflix, Amazon, freaking Disney's got a live streaming service that's coming online soon. This would be an interesting ploy to make sure that you're not going to completely destroy your network, because The Walking Dead is still your biggest show. I know you got other shows on there. I mean, Better Call Saul's the only other AMC show I watch. But once The Walking Dead tanks, you lose a lot. So, We'll see what they do. This is really a wait and see. There's no predicting. We can predict and predict and predict, but at the end of the day, we have to literally just wait and see. Same thing for the fucking Negan-Lucille thing, blah, blah, blah. And again, it shouldn't even be like this. It shouldn't even be like this, all right? If Rick wasn't leaving, I would be talking about the Whispers. I would be talking about the dynamics after 2 years with the Saviors and the Kingdom and the Maggie, Gregory, I can't even talk about any of that because I'm so caught up in the fact that the main character of the whole show is leaving. Like, you've distracted me from every other plot point. Like, congratulations. I don't want to be talking about this all the time, but I am. And it happens. Every time I talk in my Walking Dead vlogs, it's always about Andrew Lincoln leaving the show. And it drives me nuts. So, on that note, I'm going to officially go. Sorry for making this vlog longer than it probably should have been. But I had a lot to get off my chest. I haven't made a Walking Dead vlog in a while. And I hope all of this information was useful for you guys in some way, shape, or form. So, thank you. Peace out. And I'll try to make more Walking Dead vlogs. Every Sunday, I will have my Patriots video. I guess I'm going to have to upload those videos on Monday if I'm going to start doing the Walking Dead reactions in early October. So if there's a Walking Dead episode the same day as a Patriots game, then the Patriots recap video will go on Monday. And the Walking Dead reaction will go on Sunday night. So, yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. And, yeah, peace out.